Most people know they should eat healthy, but is it possible to eat so healthy it's sick? Tonight, News Central's Lisa Siegel brings us one woman's battle in a war thousands are fighting against a condition called orthorexia.
For some, the quest to be healthy is just that, healthy. For others, it's a sickness. For Maggie Miller, it started in high school after her cross-country coach said she should cut fat out of her diet. Maggie did, and then the obsession to be healthy started.
I went through a stage of being vegan and vegetarian, and I was just eating extremely low fat. I was eating everything organic that I could. Didn't want anything that had been genetically modified. Everything that I considered in this sphere of thinking as, quote, bad, I cut out.
Constant research about healthy eating, nutrition content, what foods were pure. Eating was a battle. Going to dinner or a party, even more of a challenge.
Would there be anything that I could, quote, eat? Would there be anything to my high standards of health that I would feel okay about eating? And so it consumed a lot of my time and energy.
In fact, most of her time was spent thinking about food.
Every hour of every day.
And Maggie was exhausted, constantly at doctors complaining about being tired. Plus, she was getting thin, and yet she couldn't stop.
On paper, perhaps I was eating a lot of really healthy foods, but my day-to-day life was like walking on a never-ending balance beam that I was always scared I would, fall off of.
It was 12 years ago when a doctor in Colorado coined the phrase orthorexia, seeing patients so obsessed with eating healthy, eating pure, eating raw that they were making themselves sick. And now it seems more and more doctors are seeing this trend continue.
Internally, they feel very pure and healthy, and they think it's going to make them feel healthier and be healthier and live longer. But what ends up happening, they end up eating less food, less variety. They end up starving themselves. They end up getting very thin, pale, and they end up having a lot of major health problems, even to the point of death.
And there are documented cases of people dying from this, so obsessed with eating healthy they don't eat enough to survive. Dr. Patricia Pitts is an eating disorder specialist at the Bella Vita and believes this is a form of anorexia.
And I have people who come into my office who say, well, look how healthy I'm eating and I'm making better choices, and, I feel so good about myself because I'm not eating junk food and all that. And they see it kind of as a badge of honor, and the truth of the matter is they're dropping weight, they're dropping nutrients that their body needs, and they think that they're moving forward, but they're actually getting more and more unhealthy.
Dr. Pitts says trying to eat as pure as possible doesn't mean you have orthorexia. It's when the obsession with healthy eating takes over and everything else becomes secondary, like family, work, and social activities. Maggie Miller got counseling and it changed her, realizing this was in many ways about control. She's written a book to help others not follow the path she did. It's called Eat When You're Hungry. It's her story and her recovery.
Yeah, I let people know that I eat full-fat plain yogurt, and I eat real eggs, and I eat real butter and real milk, and also real fruits and vegetables.
In fact, she eats everything from tofu to beef now, even fast food.
What are you pointing at?
And her life after recovery, completely different. She fell in love, got married, and now has a new baby. This, she says, is the healthy life she always craved.
Life just got a lot more delicious, I mean, in many respects, but I think with all of the time that I used to devote thinking about food and was it good enough and healthy and full of nutrients, I was able to spend that time, living my life.
Lisa Siegel, News Central.
Unlike anorexia and bulimia, orthorexia is not an officially recognized medical disorder, but Dr. Pitts believes it could be in the near future. For more information on the condition or Maggie